Well, in this review, some people might think that this is under review, but you'd be dead wrong. It's this. Okay, well, this was sent to me by NUX to review, right? I didn't pay for it, they did send it for free, and I just wanted to cover that before we went further. But I did offer to buy it, but they declined to take the money, so there. This is a completely independent review, as will be the review of the Trident later, well, on another video. So what is this thing? Well, let's zoom in a bit closer so you can get a good look at it, right from the off. Well, here it is in its box. Looks pretty cool actually, but anyway, we'll have a look. An NMT-1 Multi Tester. Now you might say, well, so what? Who wants a multi tester? Well, it's a bit more than a multi tester. Well, I guess it is. That's what I'd call it. And it's an LCD one, as you can see there. Let's get it out of the box and have a look at what's on offer, really. Well, here you go. This is what you get in the box. You get the unit itself. You get some instructions, which are interesting, we'll come back to. And you get a couple of little connectors for doing different things. Well, what does this thing do, Tony? Well, it's really comprises of a number of different contents, if you will. It's got a patch cable tester, it's got a DC cable tester, it's got a pedal current and voltage meter, and it's also a tuner, or a tuner as they say in the States, which all in all, for a little device like this, it offers a lot for a little, and it can be easily put away, you know, if you're gigging, for example. Great tool to have sitting around, I would say. So let's have a quick look around it. Well, you've got the on and off, which is pretty obvious. On the side here, you've got a DC cable connector. There it is. The other side, you've got a DC cable connector, which is equally as intriguing at this moment, but you'll get to see it. We've got a quarter TS or TRS tuner in. That's where you put your guitar cable. Pretty obvious. And then we've got this other quarter TS TRS, which is part of the testing facility on the unit. We're looking further around it at the back. We've got a DC in and a DC out. And of course, a USB, and this one's USB-C, which is what I really like to see rather than some of that older stuff on maybe some of the rolling gear. Yeah, what more can I say about that? Obviously you've got the screen. If we peel that off, I think we should. Why don't we? And if we turn it on, you'll see the living colour of the unit with a bit of luck if I press it hard enough. There we go. All very nice. Okay, what I'm going to do, first thing, is with the NUX, is I'm going to take this power that's connected to this is a Roland power supply. I'm just going to plug it in the top on this side here where it says DC in. And you find this meter will come on, and this is currently showing you no milliamps use and 9.2 volts. Yeah, which is all fine and dandy. And I've got this pedal, here it is, that I can take the supplied cable. Let's just undo that and check out how much current this pedal's actually going to be consuming. I want to find the right place. There we go. Okay, you've got to have your guitar lead plugged in to the unit. Power comes in over here, comes out here to the pedal, as normal, as per you'd expect. Well, you can see the power consumption. There it is, 9.2 volts and 13 milliamps. Well, it will be until you do other things with the pedal maybe. But the point is, there's the test. Yeah, you can see exactly what the current consumption is. Now we can actually test things like patch cables, which is also pretty useful if you've got your floor pedal going. Push this in here and push this in here, and turn her on, and that'll confirm that it's all good. That's great when when you're out at a gig or something and you start getting problems. Trust me, you could go round in circles over silly little cables. This NUX Multi Tester's got you covered. Now you can use the device for other things as well, such as, for example, testing a DC cable. You notice it says there, DC cable to DC cable. Well, I've got one that came in the box, and we can use that one to do the demo. I don't particularly use them myself, but that doesn't mean anything. Here we go. Plug them in, like so, turn it on, and again you're going to get a yes or no or an indifferent, and this one, of course, is perfect because it's new. Well, once again, the NUX Multi Tester's got your back. You'd never be able to find these problems easily at a gig, under pressure. You know how it goes. Okay, well, as you might know, well, you do know, this NUX Multi Tester is also a tuner. So it's got other uses, and that's great because most tuners don't do what this one does. Not my way of tuning, of course, but of the other effects, the other features, but of the other features that this device has got built right into that tuner. And that makes this thing really, really useful if you're out anywhere or you want to test your gear and stuff like that. I'm all for that sort of stuff myself. I like to see, an easy way of being able to find the problems quickly, and I'm sure you do. Anyway, I've got the guitar plugged in down here. Here it is. And if we just turn this on, well, what do you get? Well, you get a thing like that. Well, that test there is testing from here to here. So that's testing the cable. I'm not too worried about that. So we press this button again. Okay, so this is the tuner section. If I play a string, you can see that it's pretty near. Well, that's because it's the Ibanez. And these might or might not be. Yeah, we're out a little bit there. I wouldn't worry too much. Yeah, so we can whip through the tuning relatively quickly, and it's a nice, really bright and clear display, what you don't get on most of them. I could mention some of the ones that I've got, which are not really that great, and they're not that cheap either. This one's not bad for the money. Actually, it's good for the money because of all these other features and the fact that it does the tuning. What more can I say? In any case, right in this display here, you've got so many different things that can display depending on what mode you're in. You know, it depends how you look at things, doesn't it? But it can go down the voltage, power, DC cable, current display like I've showed you, tuner display, patch cable display, and yeah, an ultra device, if ever I saw one. I don't see many that, well, I haven't seen any that offer all of these features in the way that this one does, and that's why I like it. It's not a question of, hey, NUX sent it for free. It doesn't work like that. Not with me. And when I turn it on, you will see the battery up in the corner. That's the important bit. And there is no battery to fit in this thing. It's just internal, which is really good. So you can recharge it with this USB-C cable. And that charge, because of the type of battery that it's got inside, will last a fair old time. It's not going to last 2 minutes, let's put it that way. So they've got most things covered. On the back, by the way, you've got this little hole down here, and that's if you need to reset the unit, because when all's said and done, basically it's a computer, isn't it? Yeah. Other things I like to see are the approvals on the back. You can see them just there, all down here. NUX, yeah, got the model, an NMT-1. It says there www.nuxefx.com, which is their website. Worth going and have a look. You've got CE approvals, FCC approvals, that's a WEEE sign, W-E-E-E, and no doubt it's ROSH compliant, which is the main things that really matter in life. Okay, well you could tell me, hey, let's open the back and have a look inside, as I normally do, but I don't think it's that relevant on a device like this if you want the truth. Yeah, not a lot you can say about the inside, even if you pulled it apart. It's a generalised testing piece of gear and a tuner, and that's as far as I can go with it. It's useful though, no doubt about that. Let me go and get one of them tuners that I've used in the past. Now listen, you can go and pay quite a fair bit of money for one of these things. Sure, it's in a metal case, but well, what does it do? It tunes and that's it. With a device like this has got you covered for all them times when you're stuck. You get there to the gig, the separate pedals there, connected with these things, for example, and yeah, something doesn't work. Oh my God. We've all been there, right? We've all been there, and it can be quite difficult to locate the problem, especially if you've got a complex floor unit, should I say. This thing's can get you out of the mess. That's what I like about it. These extras, compared to that, make this quite good. Simple to use. The display's brilliant, really, really bright. Yeah, let me just turn that on again, see if you can see it through even from there. Yeah, I'm sure you can. It's quite a nice display, to say the very least. However, I can just talk for a few seconds about the specifications of the device, which is important. I know you want to get on with playing, but it's important. I've got a few bits of notes down here, and I've got to read them because I don't remember them top of my head. The pedal current and voltage meter. It's got an input voltage range of 9 to 28 volts in fact. Maximum current displayed as 2 amp. And it's got protection. It's got the low voltage warning will show when the input voltage exceeds 30 volts. And so it should. You'll be cooking else. The overcurrent warning will be shown when the input current exceeds 2.1 amps. It's, yeah. On the tuning side, tuner range, for example, we've got tuner range 27.5 to 4186.0 Hertz. Tuning mode is chromatic, and the tuning accuracy is plus or minus 1%. And as for the other bits and pieces, power, we've got a built-in lithium-ion battery, which I always knew it would be on a device like this. It charges through a USB-C port, which I've set. The dimensions are 95mm, be 71mm, be 30mm high. And the weight is literally 125 grams. It's all good. USB-C cable, 2.1mm, DC cable ×1 included, so there. Now on warranty, it doesn't tell me the warranty, but I suspect that this is a 1-year warranty. So yeah, it's a reasonably priced device, and if you want to know the price, go to www.nuxefx.com. It's not just a tester, it's not just a tuner, it's both. What more could you ask? Hey, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, will you? You know, this is a little short video, but my videos are usually very long, and I need the subscribers to help my channel to get up there so that more people can learn from the products that I'm showing and talking about. And make no mistake, whether this review is sponsored or it isn't, make no mistake, if I find problems anywhere, there's nothing to find on this one, but if I find problems, I will be telling you whether the video is sponsored or not. And I can tell you now that there's probably no more than 5% maximum of my 400 plus videos that have ever been sponsored. So there are rarities. Having said that, the next device to come up is sitting down there on the floor. It's a NUX Trident, and that's the normal sort of review that I go through. That will be coming up in the next video. Yeah, so that's it for now. I've been away on vacation. I'm back. I've got the fact to prove it. And, and great to see you guys. I hope you do like this one, because it is something that's a little bit different. And I'd have never have known about it had NUX not told me. Just like you, really. Till next time, get out of here.